In the rugged, vertical world of construction, where height and access define progress, the scaffolder emerges as a critical craftsman. This role involves erecting, adjusting, and dismantling scaffolding, temporary structures that support workers and materials on building sites. The job description of a scaffolder centers on physical skill, safety, and teamwork, making it a vital backbone of projects from skyscrapers to bridges. Let's explore what this position entails, the skills it demands, and why it's a linchpin in the construction trade. What does a scaffolder do? A scaffolder constructs and maintains scaffolding systems, metal poles, planks, and braces that provide safe platforms for workers at elevation. They work on construction sites, refineries, or renovation projects, ensuring masons, painters, or welders can reach their tasks. Under a supervisor or contractor's lead, they're the builders of the climb, turning steel into sturdy access. Picture them as the architects of height, rigging frameworks that defy gravity with precision. They're the unsung enablers who lift construction off the ground, one pole at a time. Core responsibilities in focus. The job description of a scaffolder adapts to the site but revolves around key duties. Here's what they typically handle. 1. Scaffold erection. They assemble poles, couplings, and boards, following plans, to create stable platforms at height. 2. Safety checks. Inspecting anchors, ties, or guardrails, they ensure structures hold firm under load and wind. 3. Modification and adjustment. Raising, lowering, or shifting scaffolds. Say, for a new floor, they adapt to progress. 4. Dismantling. Breaking down setups post-job, stacking tubes, stowing planks. They clear the site efficiently. 5. Material handling. Hauling steel, wood, or tools, via cranes or hands, they keep supplies flowing. These tasks cast the scaffolder as a rigger and guardian, hands calloused, eyes sharp, building safety into every step. Skills that define the role. To excel as a scaffolder, a tough skill set is essential. Physical strength leads. Lifting 50-pound tubes or climbing poles takes grit and agility. Technical know-how shines. Mastering scaffold types, tube and clamp, system, or load limits demands training. Safety awareness is critical. A loose brace risks lives, vigilance saves them. Teamwork matters, too. Syncing with crew or crane ops keeps the build smooth. Balance rounds it out. Working at height, in wind or rain, tests nerve and footing. A day in the life of scaffolder. Let's shadow Carlos, a scaffolder on a high-rise site. His day starts at 6 a.m. with a safety brief. Today's a 10-story frame up. By 7, he's hauling tubes, clipping them to a crane for lift. At 8, he's 50 feet up, bolting poles, sweat drips, but his harness holds. Mid-morning, a painter needs access. Carlos adds a platform, tying it secure. At noon, wind picks up, he checks anchors, tightening a loose one. Afternoon shifts to dismantle. He lowers old planks from floor 5, stacking neat. By 5 p.m., he's down, scaffold solid under his watch. He's out at 6, site taller for his work. Challenges and rewards. The gig's got edge. Heights loom. Carlos's 50-foot perch isn't cozy, falls haunt dreams. Weather bites. Rain slicks poles, heat saps strength. Physical toll hits, shoulders ache, knees creak from loads and climbs. Rush jobs sting, too. Tight deadlines push overtime. But rewards rise high. Seeing a tower climb, like Carlos's frame, feels raw and real. Pays solid. Median $50,000 per BLS, plus OT, and union gigs add perks. Pride grows. Every plank laid is his mark. The role's a ladder, skills open foreman or rigging paths. It's a trade where sweat scales heights. Why scaffolders matter. Scaffolders are the spine of elevated builds. Without them, workers stall, painters can't reach, masons can't lay. Carlos's platform keeps the high rise on track, his anchor safeguards lives. They're the quiet lifters who make construction soar, ensuring safety and access at every level. Midway through his career, the job description of a scaffolder proves its mettle during a storm. Gusts rock the site, Carlos reinforces ties, secures loose boards, and holds the line. His grit keeps crews safe, showing how scaffolders anchor progress in chaos. The broader impact. Scaffolders ripple beyond sites. In urban growth, think 300 skyscrapers yearly per CBRE. They enable towers that house jobs and lives. In infrastructure, they support bridge or dam repairs, linking communities. In heritage, they brace old buildings for renewal, preserving history. Their frameworks fuel a $1.5 trillion industry, census, proving their reach. They also uphold safety and pace. A firm scaffold prevents faults. Carlos's check isn't just routine, it's survival. Their speed, rigging fast, keeps projects on time, saving cash. It's a role where steel scaffolds progress itself. Pathways and opportunities. Starting as a scaffolder often needs a high school diploma and grit. Apprenticeships, 2-4 years, or union gigs teach the ropes. Carlos trained via OSHA certs and on-site hours, mastering clamps and knots. Experience trumps all. Each build hones craft. Growth climbs wide. Carlos could lead a crew, specialize, say, in offshore rigs, or shift to safety inspection. Skills: rigging, teamwork, transfer to crane ops, construction management, or trades, offering a career with lift and span. How does context shape the role? The scaffolder's gig flexes by job. In high rises, it's towers, tall, tight. In industrial, it's plants, complex, heavy. In residential, it's homes, short, simple. The core holds: erect, secure, dismantle. This range keeps the role vital across construction sprawl. Technology's role: techs tweaking the trade. Carlos uses apps for plans, lasers for levels, and cranes with sensors for lifts. Modular scaffolds, prefab kits, speed setups, drones scout heights. Basic tech savvy, reading digital specs, syncing gear, is now key, boosting precision but upping the ante. Tools of the trade. Scaffolders wield a rugged kit. Wrenches, hammers, and harnesses are staples. Carlos's wrench tightens like a lifeline. Modern twists, power drills, load testers, add punch. Each tool, old or new, builds their frame, turning metal into might. The physical and mental game. The job's a full body haul. Arms hoist steel, legs scale poles. Mentally, it's a chess match. Carlos plans ties, spots risks, stays sharp. Focus is all. A shaky step drops all. It's a dance of muscle and mind, demanding both in sync. Conclusion. The scaffolder is the steady scaffold of construction, forging access with strength and skill. They rig, check, and climb, often unseen, always essential. From Carlos's storm saved to countless sites, their work proves frameworks lift progress. This role, tough yet triumphant, deserves a spotlight, whether in text or on screen.